the top teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will take the field first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollack.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that.
Breaks away on the left. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
Well, they do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown ball.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Kentucky's offense will have its first possession of the game. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can...
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Now on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right in the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Riggs. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the ground, it's Riggs. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Quick release by the QB. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Knight. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Volunteers will hustle to the line. They'll go to the ground. Down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Offense, quick tempo.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, the ground game. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Caught in the backfield. It's Webb. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down. The Vols will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. From the gun, running back gets to give. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Fires to the wideout. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Grabbed behind the line, it's Riggs. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Second down.
The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Quick completion on the out. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the ball's moving quickly to the line. They'll ride the hot hand. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Volunteers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the gun to give, looking for room.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Got his man on the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to pass on second down. That's reeled in. It's Riggs. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Right back to the well. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. They'll finally get it stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Pushes for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Virginia Tech is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Michael Vick should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Pittsburgh. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Dropping back, it's Knight. Quarterback adapting. Got room at the 35. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. Going to try to get it himself. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Back to pass. Fakes to grab. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Wildcats line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off play action. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Trying to get it to the marker. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Wildcats! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Power football with the run. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's got it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our...
Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throw.
It's a seam wide open. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. Give him 114 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And the Wildcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Rush is on him. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
And last week was great for this young man. But man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Running back searching for a hole. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It's third and goal and third and long. Wants to throw. It's Applewhite. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense, no.
He's going to throw deep right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season. Consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal.
did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. He's got the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. At the 35, he's got room. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Touchdown, Kentucky! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. How about this? These guys are going for 2. from the gun. Here comes the heat. Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack thwarts the two-point try. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. On the move, he fires. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing.
Touchdown, Kentucky! And the pummeling has started. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Pittsburgh.
Scanning the field, it's Knight.
Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The pull and throw off the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Vols are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And here's the third interception of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. This time they... behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking to throw, it's Barrett. Sets up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So here is the Tennessee offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where... So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Play on this 3rd and long. Get set. To the air, it's Knight. Under fire. Makes the catch. It's good. He stopped a little bit short. They'll mark it at the 38. It's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds a man in the middle. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. And the Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. On the move and looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Motion from the wide receiver. It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. On the option. Now the toss. Pass mistakes, and he may get more. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Barrett. Forced out of the pocket. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. You can't take negative plays at this point.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Kentucky trying to get a little scratch in the red zone. In the red area, it's Riggs. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Knight. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's taking a deep shot. And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at one loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse?
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State. They used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so many doubters and haters that propelled them to go win a national championship. So this moment, while it's sad and it's kind of depressing for them, could be one of the better moments of their season if they use it for good.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse